Hello everybody, Mrs. Williams checking in for a weekly assembly. I hope you're all really well. Did you have a good half term? I know I did. Well, the best thing about half term was coming back to school on Monday. And it was fantastic to see all your teachers. They look so happy to be back. And what was even better, on Tuesday we welcomed back all of our nursery, reception, year 1 and year 2 children, and it's been fantastic to have you all back. It was absolutely amazing. But Key Stage 2, we miss you so much, and it won't be very long till we're all back together, and with fingers crossed and toes crossed that we'll get some really good news very soon. Now, you who watch my assembly every week will know that I always have a very special friend. Now, my very special friend has been very excited this past week because there's a special day coming up next Monday. But I think we need to give her a shout because we've been very busy this last week making things for the Eisteddfod. So there's a little bit of a clue at what's coming up next Monday. So shall we give my friend a shout? Do you know what her name is? Yes, it's Saffron. Shall we give Saffron a little shout? Are we ready? After 3, in, die, 3. Saffron, Saffron, where are you? Are you here? Oh, hello, Saffron. Oh, say hello to all the boys and girls. Hi, everybody. So, oh, you brought me some flowers. This is getting to be quite the habit, isn't it, Saffron? Now, have you brought me some flowers because it's a very special day on Monday? It's Dydd Dewi Sant, St. David's Day. And on March the 1st is when we tend to wear our daffodils and celebrate all the fantastic things about being Welsh. And obviously, Saffron, it's one of your very favourite days in the year, isn't it? Because you are a Welsh dragon a dry cork, I am. Now, the children are very excited because lots of them have been sending in their Eisteddfod entries. So we're going to be having a look at them very soon. So well done, and keep sending those in as well. So Saffron, should we get our assembly started? Because we've got lots and lots of names to shout out this week. So I'm going to put my flowers down here and then we'll find a vase for them later. Is that okay? So the teachers have been incredibly impressed with everybody. Not only all the children at home working really hard with their online learning, but also the children who've come back into school this week as well. So let's make a start. So we're going to start off with Mrs. Ryan's class. I'm going to say Borida, nursery, and hello to everybody. Well done to nursery. You have been fantastic this week, and I've been bringing you in the morning. And you're so independent. I can't believe these little tiny 4-year-olds can come in all on their own and go in to see Mrs. Ryan and Mrs. Quirk, Miss Williams and Mrs. Evans. So Mrs. Ryan has chosen 2 fantastic nursery children for her shout outs. Shall we find out who it is, nursery? Yes, let's. Saffron knows everyone. Who? That's a new name. How do you say Boridar to Willow? Hello, Willow. Welcome to Westwood. Been lovely to meet you this week. And you have got a big shout out from Mrs. Ryan for a fantastic first week in nursery, Auntie. And our second shout out in nursery goes to Lyra. Lyra, fantastic listening skills and following all the golden rules. That's wonderful to hear. We're very excited about that. So let's pop over to Mrs. Hatton's class and say Borida Dosbarth, Mrs. Hatton, and hello to class 2. Now, you've been incredibly busy in the outdoor areas this week, and Mrs. Hatton has been showing me all the fantastic things that you've been doing, wearing your brand new outdoor clothes, and it looks cracking. So you look like you've had loads and loads of fun. And I've got 2 shout outs for 2 little boys this week. So listen very carefully for your names, boys. Cody and Casey. I think Casey's in class 3. But Mrs. Hatton has done them from reception as well. So well done, boys. You look fantastic with your outdoor learning and cleaning the trucks and having lots of fun in the water play. It looked fantastic. Now, as you know, Mrs. Fraser isn't very well at the moment, so we should say a massive hello to Mrs. Fraser. Hello, Mrs. Fraser. Get well very soon. And Mrs. Fraser's class is being looked after by Miss Vickers, and Miss Vickers has said the children have had a fantastic week. They've come back as if they've never been away, and they've all been really happy to be back and see all their friends. So let's find out who Miss Vickers has given her shout outs to. Well done to George. Not surprised by this, George, making us such a fantastic positive start back into class three after half term and making everybody smile. I know every time I see you, you're always smiling and always happy. So well done, George. You keep spreading that happiness. And our second shout out goes out to Harriet, Diane Harriet, for amazing counting in Welsh. Oh, you'll like that, Saffron, won't you? And being a friend to everybody in class. Well done. And I've got to say a big well done to all the reception children, because you've been fantastic this week. Really quiet in the hall, walking down the corridors beautifully. You've grown up so much since Christmas. It's been fantastic to see you all back. Now, let's go to Dustbath, Mr. North. I'll say Bore da, bonjour to class four. And Mr. Northall and Miss Eyeball have been incredibly impressed with all the children who've come back to year one. And we've got some shout outs for you. And it's always very difficult just to choose two names, but we have. Our first shout out is Millie for her amazing Let's Create sign. Well done, Millie. We're very impressed. And the second shout out is Sophie Wilkinson for her brilliant reading. Well done, Sophie. Diante. Now, let's pop next door to Mrs. Donaghy's class at Dustbath. Mrs. Donaghy in class 5. Hello to all the year 2. Well done for coming back so brilliantly as well. And we've got two shout outs, and for the same reason. So should we find out who it is? Our first shout out goes to Albie. Well done, Albie. Gwaith da, Albie. And to Maisie. Well done, Maisie, for a fantastic story starter for their superhero stories. I'm really looking forward to seeing them. And I can't believe how tall you've grown. It's hard to believe that in September they'll be in the juniors. Well done to everybody in class 5. And talking of juniors, let's pop up the stairs to Miss Davis's class and say bore da to Miss Davis's class. And Miss Davis has found it really tricky just to choose two children, but she's managed it. And our first shout out goes to Fionn Lee, Diane Fionn Lee, for brilliant work on Study Ladder this week. You keep going. Well done, Fionn Lee. And our second shout out in class 6 goes to Tegan. Well done, Tegan. You're new to our Westwood family, and it's been wonderful to see you working so hard in your first full week at Westwood. So Diane. So let's pop next door to Mr. Powell's class, say bore da to Dustbath Scythe. And Mr. Powell has been very busy this week, and he's been making lemonade and different things with the children who've been coming in this week from class 7. But the children in class 7 have been working fantastically hard at home. So well done to all of you. And a shout out this week goes to Zeke. Well done, Zeke, for fantastic work on my maths. That's brilliant to hear. And our second shout out goes to Zach for his fantastic fair trade poem. And I've just remembered it's Fair Trade Fortnight. So I hope that all of the children have remembered about fair trade, because we've done so much work on fair trade in our school, and looking at, especially for that fair trade chocolate and bananas, I know they're your favourites. So well done, boys. That's super to hear. You keep up the hard work. And let's go to Mrs. Farah's class. Say bore da to Mrs. Farah's class. And Mrs. Farah's class has got a fantastic certificate this week for Felicity. Well done, Felicity. And we're going to go to class 8 and say a massive bore da to class 8. Well done to all of class 8. And this week, class 8 shout out goes to Felicity for fantastic engagement on all the Zoom calls that the class have been making, and all her work on Study Ladder as well. Well done. That is fantastic to hear, Diane. Now, let's go over to Miss Matar's class. Well done to all of you in Miss Matar's class. You've been working incredibly hard at home. And Miss Matar always finds it very difficult just to choose two, but she has managed it. So our first shout out goes to Amelia. Well done, Amelia, for fantastically working hard on all of your read theory. Miss Matar is super proud of you. And our second shout out goes to Kai. Well done, Kai, for all of your efforts in your learning. We're really, really impressed by everything that you've been doing. So well done, Diane. And our final shout outs go to class 10. So bore da to Dustbath, Mrs. Brown. And Mrs. Brown again finds it really difficult just to choose two of you, because you all work amazingly well, and I am really proud and super impressed with all the work that all the juniors have been doing, and Mrs. Brown is said to pass that on to you as well. So well done to all of you there in class 10. But she's chosen two members of her class for the shout outs this week. And the first shout out goes to Diane Sienna, for a super work on my maths. Well done. And our second shout out goes to Diane Freya, for a prompt submission of all of our ISTED for competition entries. So well done, girls, for getting the shout outs this week. And another mention there for the ISTED for. So don't forget, if you've got work to submit for your ISTED for, please make sure you pop that into school for us and on your online platforms. That's fantastic. Now, there's lots of shout outs for the children on home learning and all the platforms, and there's lots of children who are working hard at home still on work packs, and they're working just as hard as you are online as well, and it's all learning what you're doing. So I've seen some fantastic things. I've seen lovely walks, I've seen wonderful artwork, I've just seen you having lots of fun with your family, and that's really important as well. So you keep going, keep tagging us in all the wonderful things that you do, if it be on Seesaw, Insta, Twitter, Messenger. Just keep uploading, just keep posting and tagging, because we love to see it, and it's all learning, so please keep it up. So we have had a couple of shout outs. It's been a little quieter on the social media this week, I think, just coming back after half term, but we've got some of our regulars and some new people to give shout outs to. So our first one is to Logan in year 3. Hi Logan, who's always busy on the online platforms, and his mum tags me on everything on Instagram that he does. And so hello to mum as well. And this week I've had a lovely tag, and he's been having some fun with his cards for his memory. So he's been playing cards and having lots of fun with games, so that's learning too. So that's fantastic, Logan. And you've also had a rabbit, I believe, called Princess Peanut, and you look like you're having lots of fun looking after Princess Peanut, and she looks like she is gorgeous and she loves lots of cuddles too. So well done. And we've got a little shout out to Arthur. Now Arthur is Isla Ray's little brother and Amelia's little brother, and he hasn't quite joined Westwood yet, but his mummy sent me a lovely video of him and his daddy working together on identifying different colours. And I'm going to let you into a secret. Arthur is only 2. What a superstar. So we're really looking forward to welcoming Arthur to our Westwood family in early entitlement and nursery very soon. Now we've got a big shout out to our new members of our Westwood family, and they are in early entitlement, and they're even smaller than our nursery children, and they came in for a couple of sessions in the afternoons with Mrs. Quirk and Miss Williams and Mrs. Ryan and Mrs. Jones, just to get used to being in our setting, and they had a fantastic time. So they're going to be starting with nursery on Monday morning at 9 o'clock, so it's going to be great to welcome some more of our Westwood family, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, which is amazing. Now we've also got starting back up our quiz on Fridays with Mr. Powell, and I know lots of you enjoy the family quiz, and lots of children have celebrated birthdays, so don't forget to make sure your teachers give you a shout out on your Zoom catch-ups on a Friday when you have them. So big message to you all: you keep working hard, but also keep looking after yourself and staying super safe. We want you back as soon as possible, and keeping safe is the most important thing, and we can all get back together very soon. So you tell your mums or dads or whoever looks after you at home, please keep checking your emails, and please keep reading them really carefully, because there's lots of information coming out, and the information is coming out weekly. So things may change, and you need to know when those changes are. So it'd be great when I'd be able to give everybody the good news that we're welcoming back all of our Westwood family together, and I'm sure the parents are looking forward to that as well. So Saffron, it's time for us to go and find a vase for these daffodils. So before we go, I want you to say, stay strong, stay positive, be happy, and stay safe. And before we know it, we'll all be back together very soon. Bye everybody. You take care, and I'll see you all next week. Bye. Say bye, Saffron. Bye.